Good evening, I'm Meryl Friend and welcome to News Geelong on this Wednesday the 11th of August. Tonight we look at the official opening of the third Barwon Headspace unit located in Drysdale, nestled next to the potato shed and in between St Ignatius College and Bellarine Secondary College. And in the world of local Geelong sport, Nathan Curry returns with all the latest news, including comments from Geelong senior coach Mark Bomber Thompson, Geelong Cats captain Cameron Ling and a racing update from John Dunn. And from the weather world, Lani Salathiel will update us with the winter weather in and around Geelong. But first, at a media conference yesterday, the Federal Coalition Government announced they have successfully secured the commitment to invest $36 million in a major redevelopment of Skilled Stadium. News Geelong caught up with Sarah Henderson.
I'm very pleased to announce that a Coalition Government will invest $36 million in the redevelopment of Skilled Stadium and Cardinia Park. This is obviously a very significant commitment and it reflects our commitment to regional cities, to long-term infrastructure, to communities, to sport and to families. Of course, this redevelopment will be a huge boom also for jobs in our local community and of course driving many other indirect benefits to our local economy. Just to remind you that this investment will include a new stadium increasing capacity through to 34,500 seats, a community wellness and education centre, a new events live site within Cardinia Park, new training, playing and change room facilities for the Geelong Cricket Club, improved facilities for the great Cardinia Park netball complex and a new 1,000-seat function room. Ladies and gentlemen, we, the Coalition, are incredibly proud of this very, very significant commitment, which will be a wonderful boom for Geelong, both in Corio, the seats of Corio and Corangamite.
It's been our dream since we got together, Cookie, Mark, myself and the board and all the rest of the senior management here, to help turn Cardinia Park into a centre of sporting excellence that would make Geelong and District very proud of and would support the youth of Geelong and District in being able to develop their sporting abilities through and give a good sort of blueprint for the youth of Geelong to follow. This has been fantastic, but it's not only for the football club and not only for sport that this move that's just come through, and I thank you again, Sarah, for that. It's all of Geelong, because I think it will help bring other activities here. The stadium will be in such a condition now that we've got a big chance of getting Geelong cricket up into the new world competition of 2020 cricket, because there's going to be 8 teams selected, of which if Geelong's one of them, and this will really help us get into that bracket, I believe. The 2 winning teams each year in this new big competition go over to India and get on the world stage, and it'll be great to see Geelong have their opportunity to participate in that. Also, you never know the way soccer's developing in this country. If the A-League continues to be strong, Geelong may get a team up there too, and they could play summer competition here, which means that Mark will get his dream of having an off-Cardinia Park training facility, which is, I know Brian's working very hard on that at the moment as well. So it brings it all together beautifully, and we couldn't do it without the support of government.
The number of homeless in Geelong is always a matter of concern. With passionate people in our community trying to help make a difference, these numbers could be improved. Andrew Podolak is one such person, who is the founder of the organisation Shelter for the Homeless, who's putting out a challenge for Australians to raise $5 million, and Eliza Houghton found out more.
I'm down here at Johnson's Park, where many of our homeless community here in Geelong reside. Now I talk to Andrew Podolak, who has a vision for Geelong and a challenge for us all. Now Andrew, you're the founder for the Shelter for the Homeless Foundation here in Geelong. Why did you see a need for this in the community?
Because Geelong doesn't have a homeless shelter. There are over 250 people homeless in Geelong at this point in time. They're sleeping all through Johnson's Park here, right through the Barwon River. Lots of ladies and children are sleeping in cars at night.
Now to build one of these homeless shelters, you need a minimum of $50 million. How are you planning to raise these funds? You need everyone's help, that's right, yeah?
That's correct. Everyone has to pull together in Australia. All corporations, all private citizens, the whole lot. I believe that if everyone pulls together, we can fix Australia's homeless problem, within 10 to 20 years. And we're not a third world country. There should be no one that should have to live like this.
And so you have a challenge for not only Geelong, but you have a challenge for Australia. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I'd like to challenge all Australian adults. On Sunday the 22nd of August 2010 this year, I would like everyone to have a great breakfast and then not eat again for 24 hours till Monday morning. Just so you can see what hunger homeless people have to endure. So give no Sunday roast, give mum the night off, and if you wish to donate the $10 or $20 you save on the food for that 24 hours, please donate it to Shelter for the Homeless Foundation Fund at any Commonwealth Bank in Australia. You can donate as little or as much as you like. All donations above $2 are tax deductible, and you'll find more information at shelterforthehomelessfoundation.org.
Now, as Andrew said, it's really important that all of Geelong and Australia get behind this foundation. So charity begins at home. So jump on that website or go into any Commonwealth Bank and donate. Eliza Houghton for News Geelong.
Thank you, Eliza. Over the last several weeks, we followed the initial preparations for the Torquay Civic Precinct, and on Tuesday, News Geelong witnessed the first turning of the sod, an exciting point in the progress of the new sports facility and Arts and Culture Centre. Debbie Meaney spoke with Torquay Mayor Libby Coker and Councillor Michael Crutchfield.
The Community and Civic Precinct here in Torquay has some great facilities planned. The official start of construction was celebrated today with a sod turning event attended by local dignitaries. I have with me the Surf Coast Shire Libby Coker and the Labor member for Corangamite Darren Cheeseman here to tell us more about the precinct. So what can you tell us about the sod turning event today?
Well, I think this is a remarkable celebration, if you like. It's the start of additional infrastructure for the Surf Coast, not just in terms of the council offices, but importantly, critically, it's a cultural centre and a recreational centre. So there'll be a number of AFL ovals, there'll be netball facilities, there'll be soccer facilities and a multi-use double-storey sporting pavilion. So this is a precinct that I think ticks a whole lot of boxes, including for council, because the current site is so constrained. From a cultural, civic point of view, from a recreational point of view, from a sporting point of view, and from a residential point of view. So I think it's a wonderful, wonderful celebration. The federal government has committed $4 million. We've committed so far $400,000 for lighting and artificial surface for the soccer facility. The Shire have put in for some other grants in respect to the second story of the recreational pavilion. We're certainly about to secure a site for another primary school out here, which will abut the recreational facility. So there are some of the opportunities that council are certainly looking at in terms of other funds from the state government.
So because the Shire is growing, is that why this precinct's come about?
Yes, I think the last council thought about strategically about what we need, and there was a real demand from the community for recreational facilities. We just didn't have them here. So as the population grows and there's many young families coming to Torquay and to Bellbrae and further down the coast Anglesea, so we're wanting to invite the whole Shire to come and use this facility, and we're going to have a range of events to actually draw the community to be here and use it on a very regular basis.
This is Debbie Meaney in Torquay for News Geelong.
Thank you, Debbie. This is News Geelong, Wednesday edition, as we go to a break and return with more news after this.